e6 line was played with rook c1, Danya. I thought for a second maybe black should have sacked the knight on f5, knight takes, king takes e6, forcing knight e3. I don't know if there was anything there with rook d1 and then the other rook comes to c1, but anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Went full chess player. Never go full chess player on a chess show.
Did you catch that from Magnus? What did he just? Was there like a B that he's trying to ward off? What was that hand motion right there?
It could be like a fly in the room. It could also be just negative thoughts. He's saying, "Get thee behind me." You know.
I only wanted 40 moves. I wanted to win in 20 moves. But listen, the eval bar did come down briefly, but I wouldn't put too much stock in that. Magnus was in control of that game really for the entirety of the latter middle game and end game. It was virtually indefensible, practically speaking.
Yep. All right, well, as predicted, we have yet another battle of theory. If you're one of the more advanced players in chat, you might want to get your notebooks out. These guys are going to be playing prep today. These games are going to be in databases somewhere. This is now some mainline Spanish stuff. The players are stopping to think. Deep respect they have for each other. Thanks, Yoda. And much preparation they have brought.
Yeah, this, of course, was thoroughly explored in the Magnus Nepo match. I mean, Fabi has written a book on the Ruy Lopez with white, so I would consider him the leading specialist on the Ruy Lopez as it stands right now. And an interesting pawn structure transformation as Magnus strikes with d5, and the idea of this move is to establish a stronghold for the black knight on e4, or to get an IQP structure where black has control of the square in front of it is the most important thing.
Yep. Love that highlight there. That transition is really important for players to know. And I'm just going to quickly show that if you're ever going to make this big trade, you're helping white get squares for pieces. So you have to follow up with the transition of d5 to try to go for the IQP. Otherwise, you've given white the square. You've actually temporarily even given white the 2 pawns. So really important, just kind of positional nugget you put in your pocket, take home. You can use it later. And the currency is better than crypto these days. Ooh, did I go there? Acknowledge it. Anyway, EV5, knight d5, and we have an IQP as predicted. This is what black has to do if you're opening up all of these minor pieces for white.
Yeah, this is a really interesting middle game. Now, of course, black has kind of an equivalent weakness on c7, but that is not an easy weakness to access. Black's light squared bishop. Big question here: where is it going to go? Is it going to go to e6 to support the knight, or is it going to go to b7 to aim at the white king? I like bishop b7.
Yeah,
but
well,
black's piece is a little bit loose.
Yeah, gotta watch a6 if you go to the king side, right?
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. Sound right, boys. it sound right, boy.
Everyone, white will just take your bishop. That's a pin pawn on f7.
And on it is, maybe bishop e6, but then white takes.
And then you gotta
take back with a pawn. Yeah, that's awkward.
That's
awkward.
That's as awkward as our commentary.
I was about to say the same thing. Chat was having a field day with that. That was what chat was thinking, of course.
Awkward AF. Awkward as Fabi, as we like to say. Not many things are not many things are as awkward as Fabi.
Well, our commentary kind of rivals it, but anyways. Okay, where is he going to put that bishop?
Magnus hasn't made up his mind because they were sitting here laughing. Magnus took more than a minute on that move, over about 57.4 seconds to be exact, as we look at the time logs on chess.com.
Uh-oh. Rook takes e3. Easy to miss. So easy.
Yeah. Okay, just so would visualize it in your head. Takes, shake and bake on e3. Black wins the rook. So Bobby had to see that, which he did. Magnus down to 10 seconds. I mean,
7 because of the check on e1. I think you have to trade the bishops and then maneuver your queen from h5 to g4. Try to infiltrate c8. And he's doing a perfect job.
You were threatening it, so Magnus defended it. I highlighted it as you said it. Queen d8. There is no rook d1 check. We got double protection on this square. So, okay, so Bobby plays g3.
Just sit tight if you're Fabi, but don't allow the rook trade. Queen e2. Maybe move your king to h2, but whatever you do, don't allow rook d1 check.
For those watching, Danya speaking grandmaster knowledge there. A rook ending is much easier to hold than a queen ending with an outside pass pawn here. So if you had to make a trade, you want to trade the queens here, not the rooks.
3 seconds for Magnus. He's making moves with 1 second left. He's trying to get a rook to the second rank, and he just did. But I don't see it. Rook takes c6, rook d1. What a trap.
Rook takes c6, rook d1 threatening. But look at Magnus.
Oh my gosh, he's making progress. He's just going to push it to c3.
Oh, he allowed rook d1. H1 was
now
made.
c3 is over. Rook d2 coming.
Here goes rook
That's
d2.
it. That's it.
Magnus.
Goodbye.
Magnus doing what he does better than anybody in the world.